everybody! I thought it was about time that I did another Ask Kitty. This one is going to be specifically related to stream questions, how to get started, how to motivate yourself to keep streaming, how to set things up, that kind of thing. I will be answering the questions now, taken from my Twitch chat. So, let's get started. The first question is, what happened to all your mods? There was a thing going around, a guy was running a script in IRC and hacking mods' accounts and banning everybody in chat. So my solution to that had to be unmod everybody, and I haven't modded anybody since then because I realized that my chat can actually take care of itself, and it's really amazing, and I'm excited about that. So Pixel Sight Gamer Rex asks, how do you start growing an audience? So one of the most important things that I can say to give you guys advice on your stream is figure out who you are, be genuine, and why are people going to watch you over other broadcasters? This is a hard question that I think most people are going to have the most difficulty answering, but once you figure out like what that exact thing is, it's incredibly, incredibly helpful to your stream because you can totally shift who you are. Speedy, thank you for subscribing. I'll moonwalk after the Q&A. I'll moonwalk after the Q&A. Thank you, Speedy. Welcome back. And then once you know who you are and once you know what your value is to the Twitch community, you can focus on that and grow that and have that become what your stream is all about and grow your community through that. How do I motivate a streamer to stream more? That's a good question, Kicker. I think what's really important and what people don't realize is appreciated so much by streamers is simply just being there and chatting. So if you're watching someone that has a smaller community, every time that you can be in their stream and giving them that extra one viewer and that extra chatter interacting with other people, you are helping them grow their community. You are helping create entertainment for the stream. You are helping grow their viewership because they will place higher on the browse and therefore more people will be able to find them. So people don't realize that watching for free and following and sharing a channel with your friends and interacting with other people in the chat is incredibly, incredibly useful to other streamers. Do I take Twitch and YouTube as a job? I have been doing Twitch as my full-time job for the last 2.5 years. I started streaming in December 2013. After a month of streaming, I got my sub button in January 2014. And when I realized that I could apply everything that I've learned in business into my stream and turn it into a business and a career, I jumped at the opportunity, dropped out of university, and here we are. Where is a good place to find overlays, or do you make all your own? Right now, I'm making all my own overlays and graphics just because I think it's a really good experience for me to get better at it. I actually found a really funny screenshot the other day from one of my first overlays I ever made, and it was literally 3 cats down the side of my webcam and pieces of bacon across the top. So I have come a long way in my experience with graphics, and never be upset where you start. Just create what you feel looks good and suits you, and get your chat to help. Often you will have somebody that is in your community that will be willing to help you out and make something beautiful for you if you're not comfortable doing your own. Is it good to start with popular games because people are looking these games up on Twitch? No! No! This is one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give to people who are brand new to streaming or are in what I call the Twitch trenches, which are the 3 viewers to like, even 15. With 3 to 15 viewers, you're really not going to be found by a lot of viewers because there's not many people that are willing to even scroll past the first line of streamers in a certain game. So my advice to people is play the games that you're passionate and excited about still, but avoid the really popular games like League of Legends, like World of Warcraft, like Counter-Strike, like anything that's a super big popular new release. When you're a brand new streamer, find things like, I know a lot of people who have made their channels on, was it Super Meat Boy, and here I started in Heroes of New Earth. and games that people aren't finding and searching the most. They don't have the most viewers, but with a smaller audience, you will place higher on the browse. So the people that are looking at that game are more likely to find you, and it increases your chances. What do you not like about streaming? That's a hard question. I think one of the best and the worst things about streaming is that you can stream as much as you want to stream, and you can stream as little as you want to stream. So you kind of pin yourself to this idea of how much you should be streaming, and when you're not streaming, you feel guilty. When you're streaming, it's so easy to burn yourself out. So I think I don't like that about streaming, because I always feel like I'm letting my community down when I'm not live, even though it's very important to take time off and to recharge so that you can come back every stream and are so excited and happy that people are asking you if you do drugs, even though you're just that genuinely happy to be on stream. What do I think about my community? I think it's absolutely the 100% best community on Twitch, Fisher. I've said this ever since I started streaming. I have the most generous, intelligent, kind, loving, supportive people of the internet. I'm gonna read the subs after. So no, thank you for 9 months. Kitty Epic, Kitty Epic, Kitty Epic. V-Click, thank you for the 4 months. I'm back. I've been working so much. That's okay, V-Click. Life comes first. Captain, thank you for the 11 months in a row. 1 more month for 1 year. Hi, Obey. Good to see you. Hexel Gaming asks, should I stream in my own language, or should I open my stream up to the world by streaming in English? Here's the thing, okay? By streaming in your own language, it is really, really critical to build that initial group of people. And I think that there's so many English streamers out there already that if you stream in German, you are going to find your close-knit core group of German viewers and are going to be really successful because of that. It's the same thing going to play a game that doesn't have so many viewers. You're going to be found more if you're streaming in your language. I've seen a lot of incredibly successful, fast-growing Spanish streamers, Mandarin, German, Swedish, whatever language it is. It's incredibly good for you to be streaming in your own language when you're starting out, and then I think that you will feel a time in your life when you get to a point where you can make the transition with your core group of viewers into doing more English or other language streams. I hope that helps. Do I have any plans asking Team Kitty? Yes! I have so many plans for Team Kitty. I have taken a break from managing Team Kitty for like the past 6 months, and now we are gearing up for me and Libby to get more involved and help out the broadcasters to do more, such as collaborations, connecting you guys with all the contacts I have for partnerships, that kind of thing, growing you guys and featuring you guys again on Team Kitty Spotlights. So that's going to be coming, and that's so exciting, and I'm so excited to announce all of the things that we have planned, except all the new people that we went through who have applied to the team. And yeah, lots coming for that. But I was totally overwhelmed with the amount of work that I have taken on in the past year, and now I'm finally getting a better balance and handle on things. How to choose what you want to stream if you're only just starting. Play what you're passionate and excited about. You know, if you really like Super Mario Sunshine, play that. If you really like Undertale, try and play that. I would play smaller games. Don't play Counter-Strike. Don't play League of Legends. If you want to play it once you've gotten past Twitch trenches, I'm happy for you to do that. But when am I going to do a 24-hour stream? I've done 2 24-hour streams, Kicker, and I will probably never do one again. I think they're entertaining, but I really don't like how they mess me up for the week after the fact, and I think that I can just have really high energy, happy, positive, shorter streams that have the same result. Hi, Ruben. Hi, Sticky. Is it possible to stream 3 days a week and still build an audience? I would think it would be possible, Sherlock. I don't personally have experience in this, as when I started streaming for the first 2 years of stream, I would stream every day of the week for 8 to 14 hours a day, with breaks when I would burn out. How do you balance streaming and YouTube? I don't, Chanel. I don't. I now have an amazing editor to help me with my gameplay, so all I'm responsible for are creating and recording my streams, and then they take it and chop it all up and make beautiful pieces of art out of that. And I'm only responsible for my vlogs, but what's difficult when I switched into YouTube was I couldn't focus on either. I had a really, really hard time, and I'm still don't feel like I'm committed to either. I'm committed to both, but I think they both feel a little bit of pain and lack because of that. Yeah, 24 hours you lose the momentum eventually. Exactly, Tao. How did you feel when you realized you'd become big on Twitch and YouTube? I still don't feel like I'm big on Twitch and YouTube, Shorty. All I do is focus on my value to my community and try and create streams that are going to motivate and excite you guys and entertain you. Yeah, schedule is important. With regards to the questions of 3 times a week, I think it's fine if you stream 3 times a week. Make sure you guys have a schedule. The most important thing you can do for your community is have a time that people know they can come and stop by and see you. Do I like winter or summer more? For streaming? Tomato! 1 year! Happy anniversary! Thank you so much. Thank you. Enrios, will you ever stop vlogging? I don't think I'll ever stop vlogging. At least until I make it 1 year. I didn't even know I was gonna vlog for 30 days. I did not expect to vlog for 69 days. I didn't expect to vlog for 100 days. And now I'm sitting at 187 days vlogged, and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? How long did you stream before you got a small group of regular viewers? Right away I got a small group of regular viewers, Kicker. My biggest focus was the interaction that I had with individuals on my stream. The reason why I wanted to start streaming was to meet people that I could play with. I was so jealous when I would see other streamers that had people to play with, because in my own life, I had nobody to play with because my dad was always working and my brother was sick and tired of playing Han with me. So all I wanted to do was to make friends and find people to play with, and because that was my focus, and my focus was on interaction, I quickly developed close relationships with people who were watching my stream. Do you think that just streaming something can get yourself big, or is something you have to do as a trick? I don't think there's any tricks, Marisa. I think a lot of people get lucky with timing. I think you can be really strategic and set yourself up well and understand your community and understand your value. But past that, I think there's a lot of luck involved. Like for me, I was the first female to do big case openings and giveaways and set goals and have events. So with the gold rush that was Counter-Strike skins and giveaways and the growth of Counter-Strike on Twitch, I got to ride that wave, and I attribute a lot of that to how fast I grew. Bye, Twisty! The first game I ever streamed on Twitch was Heroes of New Earth, which is a game similar to League of Legends and Dota. Thank you, Schwein? Did I pronounce that right? I only speak English fully. Would it be seen to put up donation goals for equipment right away, starting out? Should that come later on? Definitely do not. I didn't even have a donation button until my community asked for me to create a PayPal and create a donation button. I think every person on the internet... Donger! Thank you for the 10 months in a row! Thank you! I love you, Kitty Epic! Good to see you, Donger boy! How are you? I think people who put up donation buttons right away, the community sees right through that. People, like, they always want to say that people are exploiting people for money, but you have to give more credit to the people. They can see right through someone who's doing something for money and someone who's doing something because they genuinely enjoy it and appreciate their community. So I would definitely say do not put a donation button up on your page until your community starts asking for it. And then in terms of goals, you can start setting them, but keep in mind your community. And I would definitely only buy equipment for your community as you earn money from stream. A lot of people buy an elaborate, huge stream setup before they even start streaming because they think that's what they need to be successful, and then their stream never grows, and now they have all this expensive equipment, and they're like, Hi, Bananas, thank you. How did I find an editor for your YouTube videos? It's a funny story. She actually emailed me. Hi, Pamaj. Hi, Skyline. I'm glad you're doing well, Donger. I will be attending TI Summit. Hi, Endem. You can do whatever you want. I mean, there's best practices, but everyone can do whatever you want. If you feel like it's the right thing to do, try it. That's the beautiful thing about Twitch, is you can experiment all you want. I think the reason why I've come to so many conclusions about where, like, my strategies on Twitch is because I'm constantly trying and experimenting and having fun. So, how do you know when you have a large enough community where you should put up a donation button? Your community, your chat will ask for it, Nerdy. Your chat will ask for it. In the meantime, do it for fun. And don't put up a donation button to pay bills or for your cat litter. People don't want to donate to pay your bills. They already have to pay their bills. If someone donates because they appreciate your stream, they want you to live well and enjoy life. What am I doing today? Right after this, I'm going to go and bathe 2 horses. And you're like, Kitty, that doesn't sound fun at all. And I'm just like, yes! I'm so excited. I've been riding for the past 4 days in a row because I am training for the Modern Pentathlon in 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Hi, Big Ender! Kitty Godlike! How are you today? Good to see you. When starting out, should you stick to just games or just creative, or would it be a good to start out with a mix? So, creative never existed when I started streaming, but I have a lot of friends that have grown their channels and become popular because of their creative streams, which I think is beautiful and amazing and exciting. I have friends who are just doing cooking streams. I have friends who are just painting. I have friends who are just doing graphic design on their streams, and they have built an incredible community because of that. So I think it's just do what you enjoy the most to do. People don't want to watch you do something that you're not enjoying. People want to watch you doing something that you're excited about, that you're passionate for, and that's that. Why did you choose to start streaming and not just play with people you meet in game? I had a hard time meeting people in game, Kicker. I think there's a lot, like, I don't know. I had a really hard time. Am I going to stream the Olympic Games? Yes, I will, Fisher. If I qualify for the Olympic Games, I will wear a GoPro on my head for all my events and stream it. Hopefully in 4 years we'll have better technology. Did I ever think of stopping streaming for a good reason, or would you ever stop streaming because you love or like it? I think at the end of the day, I would never stop streaming because I'm absolutely 100% fully passionate and excited about it. Streaming, I feel with all of my soul and my body that this is what I was made to do at this time of my life. I definitely have moments where I burn out and I'm like, why am I doing all this? Why am I taking the criticism? Why am I dealing with people who don't respect or treat me well or talk negatively behind my back? Why am I doing this? Why am I putting my heart and soul and everything I have into something that I'm not receiving back? So I definitely have my moments, but for 99% of the time, I'm like really, really grateful and blessed that I have had this opportunity and I don't want to waste it. Hi, Ezza. Good to see you. Boricua! 31 months in a row! Thank you! You were the longest sub today, Bori. There's a few 28 months, but now you're the #1. You got the #1 spot. I don't know what I think I want to cosplay Terrorblade. What PC did I start out with? The first computer I ever streamed on was my MacBook Pro. And it sucked. I had 5 frames a second. What would I do if Twitch got taken down? I would go back into business, finish my business degree, and go into law, and continue creating companies. I've been really lucky. Everything I try just seems to work out really well for me. So, would I ever swap my Titan Nexus for a NVIDIA 1080? I don't know, Nerdy. All my Titan Nexus are water blocked, so I think it would be a lot of work to do that. And they work fine. And they'll work good for a long time. Very good frame. Yeah, very good 5 frames, Jade. Hi, Fawn. How are you? Hi, Mimi. In the beginning, did you struggle with the trolls on your stream? How did you get over it? Yes, I think anybody does. Well, man, thank you for the 16 months in a row. Thank you. What I think is really difficult when you start streaming is you go from maybe like the most negative thing someone's ever said to you is like, you're ugly. Well, I mean, being bullied, obviously negative things would happen, but you go from once in a while having negative things spewed at you to having a constant stream of negativity thrown your way. And it did affect me, but I'm very like intolerant of people's negativity towards me, and I quickly realized that it had nothing to do with me and who I am. It is just people who are having bad days and don't really know how to handle that bad energy. And I believe that people who are in a good place will always talk positively and kindly to others, even if it's their worst enemy. Even if they don't like the person, they'll still be kind and respectful. Why should I care about the opinions of people who are in a negative or bad place? So I am just here to show my happiness and my excitement for life, and hopefully some of it will wear off on people who aren't feeling that way right now. How do you incentivize the stream? Try, you keep asking about this. There's tons of different things you can do. You can do giveaways, you can play games with people, you can add people on social media, you can add people on Steam, you can do cosplays, you can have fun event streams with cake and fun activities. I would love to come to Oktoberfest. Should I make on YouTube or start streaming? I think YouTube and streaming go hand in hand. Hexel, I would do both. Record your gameplay live and then edit it for your YouTube. Hi, Owo. Hi, Wes. Good to see you. No, I'm not going to do another 24-hour stream. I'd rather do a 12-hour stream. Negative trolls are shit, but our hackers and stalkers are being swatted at genuine risk. I don't think it's something that you should worry about, but it's something that you should know how to handle and protect yourself from, and you really don't know that you have a hole in your security wall until it's exploited, which is kind of the hard part. That's why it's helpful to have friends that know how to find those holes in your security wall and help you patch them up. So you have to be careful with your identity online, and the biggest piece of advice that I can give to anybody that is considering streaming or has dealt with negativity in the past, especially things that have concerned personal privacy, is do not talk or post about it online, on your stream, in your chat. Keep it something that you handle behind the public profile, because that is giving them the attention that they want and are looking for and are more likely to continue to pursue you negatively. So the best thing to do is ignore, block, and if you're looking out to someone that you need advice or support from, look out to other streamers. Majority of other streamers have gone through all of the above terrible things that can happen to your personal private profiles, and reach out to them and they will be happy to assist you. But make sure that you are not posting about it, because that is only going to make it worse. But I promise as you grow as a stream, that will happen less and less as you become less approachable. If you drink or smoke, should you stream or will you get a bad rep? I mean, that's up to you. It's up to you. How do you feel about drinking and smoking? For me, I always want to set a positive, happy, healthy example to my viewers. The thing I love the most about streaming is I have the ability to have access to the people who are like the darkest rooms in the world, and I have access to a lot of people who don't go outside. I have access to a lot of people who are in some really dark places, and I always want my stream to be a positive influence on them and help them to change their ways of thinking and enjoy each moment and enjoy their life and appreciate themselves. So this will always be a place of positivity, motivation, and love and acceptance. What games did I start streaming? I played Heroes of New Earth, Hearthstone, DayZ, World of Warcraft for the first few games I played. You're welcome, Swifty! Thanks for being here. Have you ever had awkward moments when fans chat you up on the street or harass you? Oh, all the time, Marisa. I can't go outside now without getting recognized by somebody. It's very interesting. Especially if I go to the mall or Best Buy. If I go to Best Buy, I'm asking to get recognized. And it's all like, it's usually like, oh, you're that girl who got that huge donation. Oh my god, you're the girl who's lucky with all the knife unboxings. Because people only, oh, you're the girl that did that, like, Poison Ivy cosplay. Oh, you're Catwoman. It's like, whatever the most viewed videos are, most people are going to think that's all you are. Although some people pull off the whole drinking thing. I mean, I did drunk streams in the beginning of my stream, and I think it's really good entertainment, but I think I want to challenge myself to create entertainment without drinking. When did I start the stream? I've streamed for 2.5 years, Lion. But I've been streaming for 2 hours today. What did I have to choose? YouTube or Twitch? Definitely Twitch. Yeah, I thrive on real interaction and getting to know the people. Oh yeah, you're the girl that cries a lot. I need to make a roast myself YouTube video. I was bullied a lot growing up. Makes me self-conscious when I try to stream. I love watching your streams though. I know. I was also bullied a lot growing up, Hexa, and I know that it's really difficult, but something that's really awesome about streaming is you can find your people that way. As long as you're being genuine in yourself, people are going to be attracted to who you are, and I think it's also really healing to stream. As long as you understand that negativity attracted towards you has nothing to do with you. How do you deal with eating while during long streams? I personally don't like to eat on stream. I think it's unprofessional, but now that there's social eating, you can just turn into social eating and eat on stream. I think it's okay if you just eat on stream. I think it's fine. Yes, Riblet, I love to host other streamers. If there's a Team Kitty member on though, I will host them before other people. How do you check you're not going to get copyrighted by playing something on stream? Play non-copyrighted songs. What's another goal I want to reach on Twitch? One day I'll get to a million followers, Marisa. So if you guys are new here, spank the follow button. Would I say social media is necessary in streaming, growing the channel? Yes. Yes, any social media presence that you can possibly have is so important, David. Now that Twitch doesn't email followers anymore unless you turn it on when you go live. So having things like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, as ways to notify people when you go live, and also creating content on each of those things and then directing them to your Twitch channel is going to be an easy way to grow. It's very cohesive. How about memory for recording? Do you delete everything after uploading to YouTube? No, I have absolutely everything I've ever recorded ever logged on memory drives. Do you think marking your channel mature will hurt your growth? No, I don't think so, David. People are gonna click start watching anyways, regardless of their age. I mean, who has ever said they're not 18 when they weren't 18? Best Twitch streaming games. Anything you're passionate about, man. Anything you're excited and involved and passionate about. It's gonna make it easier for you and it's gonna make it more entertaining for your viewers. Is it possible to balance streaming and university? I don't think so. I don't think so. I would have gone back to university. I think when you're just starting out, it's definitely possible to balance it. But what's going to happen is you're going to become addicted to streaming. And what I was doing is I was studying for my finals. I would take a study break and I would study how to stream. Like, it was so bad. I was so obsessed. How to create your own stream graphics and alerts. Quinlinda! I just did a video. I just did a stream for that. And if you go on my YouTube, I have an already edited video for that too. Are you going to be considering people with 10K followers? Mochaccino, I think 1,000 is a good baseline, but 10,000 is what I would appreciate. I'm not looking at viewership at all, Mocha. I don't think concurrent would factor in for Team Kitty. I think just as long as you're a regular streamer and you fit the requirements, it's good. What's the worst thing that's happened in your stream? I dropped a cake on the floor that my mom bought me for my birthday. It's really sad. Are there recommended chatbots or ones that should be avoided? I personally like Moobot because it never leaves my stream. I was using Zambot for a while, but then I would have to go into Zambot and say join chat every time I would go offline, so I thought that was really annoying, and Moobot does everything I need him to do. Would you like to be a full-time YouTuber or a full-time streamer? I think full-time YouTuber is nice because you can schedule content. Like, I have videos scheduled until September 10th now. And then I could just, take 11 days off. But with streaming, you have to be there all the time. Would I ever write a book for aspiring entrepreneurs? I think I need a little bit more experience entrepreneuring first, Marmo. But I would definitely write an ebook on helping mentor people who are new to streaming. Would you give up all of your future streaming income to end the war in Syria? Yes, of course. Hello? Can I get world peace with that too? That'd be amazing. Like, just you playing the game. No stream chat to interact with. Oh! Do you think people would watch that, Nerdy? I mean, I would. I like even if I would record myself playing games off stream, you would see it is a habit for me to narrate everything I do in my life now. It's like, I'm making coffee. And it's like, oh, I'm playing Dota. Who should I pick? Oh, this character is good. And I'm like, nobody's in a call with me. Like, nobody's in the room with me. I'm just like talking to myself. It's so bad. Are there any changes you'd like to see with Twitch? Do you have an hour? Yes. I've been telling Twitch my ideas for changes since I got my partnership. And a lot of the things they've employed, like the resub notifications. I want different levels of resub badges. I've been asking for that for a long time. I want better tracking of statistics. I gave them the idea to do the rewards for streamers getting more subs. So like, you know, I would create goals for you guys. Twitch creates goals for streamers. The more subs you have, the more emotes that unlock. But they changed that, or they added that, so that's cool. When is a good time to apply for partnership? When I applied for partnership, it was after a month of streaming. I had 500 concurrent viewers and I had 10,000 followers. And I applied and I got it. First try. So that's what I would set your goal to have. I'm not sure if they've changed though. Do Twitch streamers rant about Twitch like YouTubers rant about YouTube? I don't know. I don't rant. I'm really happy with where I am. I wouldn't rant to you guys. I would contact a partner advisor and talk to them. But I'm happy. We're fine. Tracking of stats, check your bank account. I don't mean financial stats, mister. I mean things like numbers and concurrence and ages, where your viewers are coming from. Like if you go into the stats pane on your dashboard, it's like, hasn't been touched for like, I don't know how many years, 5? Show us your setup. Cool. I don't really have that nice a setup right now. It's kind of messy too, because I have all my snacks out from when I was playing out last night, but I'll make a video for you. I'll include it in today's vlog. What best places to get a good computer for streaming? I think you should build your own, honestly. It's actually not as hard as you think. There's really good tutorials online and you'll be so much satisfied. So much more satisfied, plus you can build a better PC for less. Would using copyrighted elements like a Batman logo or something on overlays prevent you from being partnered? I don't think so, David. I don't think Twitch cares. Unless it's music copyright. And even then, they don't really care, but they have to. What game am I looking forward to? I was looking forward to Battlefield 1, and I have played it a little bit. I was looking forward to Legion. Played that a little bit too. I don't know. I'm not really up to date on games lately. I haven't had time to like think about gaming unless I'm streaming lately. Do I think VR games would work on Twitch? Yeah, David, I have streamed quite a bit of VR on Twitch. You can go watch my highlights of it on my YouTube. Funniest moment that ever happened on stream? Probably when I dropped the cake. Favorite moment since you started streaming? I think anytime we reach a goal, anytime my viewers have surprised me with, like, I usually set goals and expectations, and then when I have a stream that just blows that out of the water because of the kindness and support of my community, those are my best memories on stream. When you're freaking out with the big donations or entertaining and getting demos DDoSed. Rip. Yeah, that bot is still up and he hasn't changed his Skype. Are male streamers allowed in Team Kitty? Definitely, Pixel. If I'm male, how do I apply to Team Kitty? teamkitty.tv/apply. Why do I do this job? For money or for fun? Well, it's my full-time job, so I definitely do it for money. But I do it for fun. It gives me everything I need. Everything. Streaming on Twitch is amazing. Is it possible for you to move your schedule around so you can stream longer? Yes, Nerdy, that will be coming out this fall. I'm going back to 2 streams a day, morning and evening. Get ready for that. Now that I have more time. And we can all say thank you, Libby, for helping me have more time.